Okay, we are here with UFC Bantamweight champion TJ Dillashaw, who will be fighting again Cody Garbrandt August 4th, UFC 227 at Staples Center. First of all, thank you very much for the time, TJ.
Of course, absolutely.
And we are here at the training lab here in what is this place like for you? How long have you had it open?
I did my last camp down here. We were training under the training lab, but it wasn't. This was just an empty building, a warehouse. We threw a wrestling mat down on the ground, and we've slowly just built this thing up to a family. It's been a great training facility to kind of change the way MMA is kind of looked at and done. We're not like a public gym where we're trying to make a bunch of money off everyone. We're just trying to pay our coaches. So it's been a fun little project.
What inspired this?
Just needing a place to call home. We went up to Colorado to train with Dwayne, with Muscle Farm out there, and going from Elevation Fight Team Alpha Male, just realizing everything you kind of want to make your own, and the way you want to do it. So just kind of creating your own family, creating your own home spot.
And you wrestled collegiately not far from here, Cal State Fullerton, right?
Less than a mile down the street, wrestled at Cal State Fullerton, yeah. So we're back down to my old stomping grounds.
What was that like for you in your days at Cal State Fullerton?
It was awesome. That's where I really learned to grow up. I'm really glad that I went to college. I'm really glad that I got a degree and became a man before I started fighting. Because if I would have came with all this fame and money before I really grew up, I think it would have been a completely different story.
Right.
So Cal State Fullerton and my coach Dan Hicks really made me become a man. Really taught me how to treat life respectably and grow up. And
what are your thoughts on the rematch here coming up in a little less than 2 weeks? Yeah,
man, I'm really excited for the rematch. It's got a lot of attention behind it. I love getting paid to knock Cody out. He can run his mouth, and ultimately it's going to come down to the same thing. He's got some holes in his game. He's got no chin, and I'm going to make him pay for it. And I get to continue to retain my belt, grow my name, and look for what's next.
And what are your thoughts on that first fight? There was a little back and forth. You ultimately, obviously, of course, you knocked him out.
I think the reason why it was back and forth was just that one punch at the end of the round, which was my fault. I didn't keep my composure, and I got a little too aggressive, and I left a hole in my game, but I was able to bounce back from that and turn the tide. The whole first round, other than that right hand, it wasn't like he landed anything. I felt like I was winning the round. I was landing more strikes, so it's just a quick little mistake. Those things happen. That's MMA. Things can change in a blink of an eye, so you got to be on top of your game and be ready for that.
And the end of that fight, after you knocked him out, you got in his face, you're kind of screaming in his face, and to me it was one of the more iconic moments in the sport, especially recently. What was going through your head then, and what do you think now when you see that shot, that moment?
That was just true emotion coming out. It wasn't planned, nothing, just kind of yelled what in his face, because there was a lot of bad-mouthing me that whole year leading up to the fight, not only him, but from the team. Even during the fight, I heard the cornerman talking crap during the fight, so just kind of just yelling what, like what now, can't back up all that crap you've been talking. It was just released a lot of frustration,
The co-main event is Demetrious Johnson defending his belt against Henry Cejudo, and there's talks of you and DJ fighting possibly next or sometime here in the near future.
I feel like the stars have aligned themselves perfectly. We were supposed to fight, and he got shoulder surgery and said he wouldn't be able to fight, but oddly enough, we're on the same card now, so we could have got this happening. But it's gonna be perfect. I get to come back out, finish this bad blood between Alpha Male and knock Cody out again, and then see if he decides to step up.
And you've talked about stepping down to
the weight class, yeah. I just mean accepting the challenge.
Right.
I don't want any excuses. I don't want to fight Demetrious Johnson and say that he lost to me because I was bigger than him. I'm a small 35er. It's very easy for me to make weight. I can make 25s. It's gonna be work, but I can make it and make it very healthily. And I don't think I'm that much bigger than him, so I'd like to do it at his weight because there's no excuses then.
And as a small 135, would 145 be completely out of the picture for you?
Not at all, man. Absolutely not. That's the thing is, I with my coach, Sam Calvita, he's already told me, he's like, I would love to have you to be a 3-weight champion. He's already done it with Juan Archuleta. It's one of those things where, with the science behind it and the way I can change my body, that's what really intrigued me to be down here. Over that summer, I was going to fight Demetrious Johnson. We, for 4 weeks, thought that was going to happen. To see my body transform was amazing, and he knows he can take me the other way. I'm already competing with some of the best 45ers in the world and holding my own. So
wow.
I could do that as well.
And What does it mean for you to be living here but also fighting at Staples Center so close?
It's gonna be cool. Not only because it's in my backyard, but because of the fact that I just got to fight Madison Square Garden. Now I'm fighting Staples Center. I mean, 2 iconic arenas from East Coast to West Coast. It's gonna be fun.
And the main event.
And yeah, of course, the main event. That's cool too. It's the most hyped up card right now. You know, it's been the biggest hyped up card of 2018. So that's awesome.
And how do you see the fight going on August 4th?
You know, I see me being too much for him, too much pressure, keeping him guessing and wearing him out and knocking him out again. You know, I don't feel like I really don't believe he's got a chin. I don't feel like anybody's been daring enough to test it, but I know it. You know, so I feel like I'm gonna knock him out again.
So let's do a little quick word association here. We'll run through names, topics. You answer as briefly or as long as you want. Cody Garbrandt.
Overrated.
Demetrious Johnson.
He's a challenge.
Dominic Cruz.
Has been.
Do you want that though again?
I mean, if he can ever stay healthy and get out there, I don't think he's willing to fight because I don't think he can stay together. You know, he got some glue keeping him together, and I just don't know if that's ever going to really pan itself out. But we'll see. You know, if he can actually get a win. I mean, he made me work my butt off to try to get back to the belt, so I'm going to make him do the same.
All right. Rafael Sunsao.
Man, that's one of those ones where I got that fight back, but I should have never lost in the first place. I got 2 split decision losses under my belt that I wouldn't have them. I've been on a 13-fight win streak, so I'm glad I got that behind me. But he doesn't bring up any, doesn't bring up any attention. It's kind of a hard one, and it's tough because he's been around. He's fought some great fights. He's won some good fights, so it's a tough one for him.
Marlon Moraes.
He's been looking good. He's been looking good.
Dana White.
Boss man, I've been keeping this sport continuing to grow.
Training lab.
The world's best training facility.
UFC 227.
Night of Glory.
Champion.
Me. That's all there is.
Cal State Fulton.
Man, that's where I decided. That's where I grew up. Became a man.
Ultimate Fighter.
Man, crazy journey.
What was crazier, being the fighter or the coach?
The fighter. Because I was only 4-0. I'd only been fighting for a year. I mean, that was craziness. Getting thrown into that. So it was craziness.
Staples Center.
Excited.
Family.
Everything. Family's first.
Everything.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we are really excited, and thanks for fighting here in our backyard.
Of course.
And we look forward to doing more with you here
Heck yeah.
at the Training Lab. Bantamweight champion, TJ Dillashaw, Cody Garbrandt, 2 headliner, UFC 227 pay-per-view, Staples Center, August 4th. We can't wait.
Me neither.
Thanks so much.
Awesome.